Welcome to our show, Sacred Tools for Divine Living with Vialet Rayne, where Vialet provides you with practical ways to bring in more joy and financial abundance into your life. Vialet creates a loving and sacred space where she shares simple ways for each of us to empower and enrich our lives. We are so happy you have joined us today. Let's get started with your host, the magical creator of Discover Your Spiritual Gifts, Vialet.
Hi, welcome. Today I would like to talk about committing to service. So what is service? What is being of service? What does service mean to you? Is it going down and working at a food bank? Is it donating to a cause that's important to you? Is it being of service to your partner, your family? Is it part of your business, your routine, to set aside a percentage or a dollar amount of charity or contributions to be of service? As we approach the end of the year, the holidays can be really tough for lots of families, lots of individuals. Some people choose to do big things during this time of the year. Some are quiet contributors that help a person in need or do it anonymously. Service can be all kinds of things. What I would ask is that we think about how we want to be of service throughout the year. What is your plans for being of service next year? How do you want to do that? How do you want to represent? How do you want to give back to community, to humanity, to your family? What is your give back next year? And what does that look like for you? It's about committing. It's about writing it down. It's about putting a plan in place. It's about setting aside time or resources or money or contribution to things. It might be giving socks to a cause. It might be giving a Thanksgiving basket to a family in need. It might be donating money to some charity. It could be being a healer in an animal shelter and giving Reiki to animals. It could be connecting to our elders in a hospice situation and helping people during one of the most difficult times in their lives. Service can be anything and everything. It's just, what does your heart call you to do to be in service? What I'm asking today is to think about that. Write it down. Put a plan together. Set some goals and find ways to be of service. Service to yourself, service to the people you love, service to your community, service to humanity. What does that look like to you to be in service? Take the time and really think about it and set your plan in motion. Hi, thanks for joining me today. What I'd like to talk about is new perspectives. How often do you change your perspective? How often do you take a step back from what's happening and really erase, create a clean slate, and come from a new perspective? How often do you take down those filters and experiences and allow yourself to experience something in a new way, to have a new look on things, to find a new perspective, to create something new for yourself? I'm going to challenge you this week to really look at things. Find your perspective. What's new about that? How can you see it from a different way? There are so many things out there that we take for granted. The rose. What does the rose mean? What does flowers mean? What are the spiritual benefits of flowers? What are the meanings? What is a white rose compared to a yellow rose compared to a red rose? Have you ever thought about that? And what they mean and what energies they bring into our lives. What do fresh flowers bring into a space? And how do we connect to that natural energy of life? What do house plants bring into a space? And what is that perspective? And what do colors mean? What does the color blue mean? Or the color red mean to you? Or what does yellow mean? Or when we paint our kitchen orange, what energies are we bringing in? And what does that look like for us? Take a step back this week and really change your perspective. Find a new perspective. Pick something to think about. You know, what are colors? What is energy? What are flowers? What are herbs? How do oils shift our perspective? There's so many things that you could step into and really ponder and think about and change your perspective on a few things. Take a new approach to something. Drive a different way to work. See the sunset for the first time, or take a drive to some place you've never been and have a new perspective.
Thank you for joining us. To find out more about Vialet and how she can help you discover your spiritual gifts, head over to discoveryourspiritualgifts.com. Check out Violet's services and classes. You can also send a personal message to Violet through email, violet@discoveryourspiritualgifts.com. Until next time, remember, we are meant to have abundant and joyful lives. We hope to see you really soon at Discover Your Spiritual Gifts.
Discover connection, awaken sacredness, become empowered. Come experience the difference at Discover Your Spiritual Gifts.